So, our last poet who's going to be performing, he's a proper dude. He is a dude. He's a skateboarding dude. He's a poeting dude. He's an art curator dude. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Dave Hubble. Bigger, come on!
A little bit taller. He was a little bit taller, and I am. That's perfect.
Nice.
You're like the best host.
No.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's all cool. Right, I'm going to do a load of poems. 7 years ago, I went from somewhere about where Vanilla is over there, Wave Vanilla. I walked really nervously to this point and stood here with this object for the first time in my life and went back quivering after 3 minutes of something vaguely free-versy.
But you kept coming back.
Yeah, and then I thought, I embraced the pain, I'm going to do it again. And then eventually I kind of went pro, which is really stupid. But it's great fun. And I wouldn't be doing it if the art house didn't exist. I don't know what I'd be doing. I might not even be here. God. Anyway, all sorts of things happen. So, for example, a little while ago, I ended up on radio. And the DJ presenter person went, so what do you call it when a poem goes really well? Do have you smashed it, crashed? It's like really, it's really bloke. I'm quite bloke. People are really bloke about it. And it's like, I don't know, we don't really talk about it like that. So I wrote a poem about it. And the poem is just called, How Did the Poem Go? It was great, fantastic, I smashed it, killed it, hit it out of the park with mad skills, boom. But when I saw it lying there, felt bad for it, picked it up, hugged it, said sorry to it, sat for hours with its first line in my lap and then rewrote it. Spoke it out loud, open mic'd it, posted it on SoundCloud, edited it following audience feedback, edited some more, added a new verse after critical review, threw it away, fished it out, uncrumpled it, took it to a gig, retried it, made notes in a margin in pencil, rubbed them out, did it again in pen, crossed them out, left it, returned to it, felt guilty for abandoning it, and promised I'd never do that again. Wiped tears from its rhymes while I tried to stroke its rhythm into some sense of order, reworked it, reworded it, retyped it, reprinted it, noticed some typos and fixed it, swelled with pride at its accomplishments, printed again, submitted it, submitted it, submitted it, submitted it, submitted it, wallpapered my study in publishers' rejection, stoked with it until one of them accepted it, rejoiced about it, Google tweet-faced it, read it off the page, went back to the first version when I next performed it. Thank you. As a serious poet, I like to explore the use, the contemporary use of traditional forms like the sonnet. In particular, when you think about it in terms of why chickens cross roads. A sonnet from the other side. We are the butt of much low wit, wondering on the reasons why we choose to cross, to risk becoming spatchcock poultry, flat on tarmac like the hedgehog, crow food. Humans, it's all because you love fast things, carving up the land with black-top ribbons. Meanwhile, we're bred for meaty mass, weak-winged, grilled for carbon-belching hubris gibbons. So we walk on gnarly claw feet, driven by the call of jungle falcon, flying freely, strutting, uncooped up, unbidden, their eggs hidden for the hatch, not frying. Why did the monkeys build the road? Who knows? The world and us won't miss them when they go. So, what now? There's so many. This is kind of an experimental one. I am a cis het white middle-aged man, and in 4 years' time, who knows what the case will be. Anything can happen. I paint my fingernails because I like to, and for me that generates really quite a large number of conversations with complete strangers who enter my space unbidden because it's obviously very challenging to them. Fucking nail varnish. And this is pretty much a verbatim copy of a conversation on the Winchester Eastleigh train. Me. Gets on train, finds seat, continues reading The Promised Land by Andre Nifis Saheli, which I'd just bought in the Oxfam bookshop for £1.99. Gammon-looking builder smirks his pair of gobby-oppos across the aisle at me, then back again. Me. Notices this from the corner of my eye. He's clearly angling to say something. Sighs internally. Reads book. Glob. What's with the nail varnish? Me. I fancied it. Glob. I fancy a lot of things, but I don't do them. Me. Shrugs. Does not look up. Well, maybe you should. Stares. Me. Reads book. Refuses to bite. He's obviously fishing to see if I'm gay. Glob. Mumbles something. Oppos snigger. Me. Realisation he's the class clown, but also the one that has to be watched in case he kicks off in the pub. Reads more book. Glob. Me. Reads more book. Glob. My missus got loads of colours, lots of pink and that. Me. Okay. Glob. Maybe she'd do my nails. Me. Maybe you should ask her. But they'll get chipped pretty quick, given your job. Glob. Me. Reads book. I'm not going to be distracted from my chosen activity because he finds my otherness challenging. Glob. Maybe she'd do my toenails. Me. If you ask nicely, I'm sure she would. Go for it. Glob. So, sharks, they're known for their sense of humour. If you're middle class and don't mind having an enormous carbon footprint, you might go and dive down in a dive cage far away, and a shark will come, and you will pretend to be scared, and everyone will go, ooh. But what does a shark think of this? Well, they go there on purpose. They go to the dive cage. This is day trip to a dive cage. Fishful, hunt, full, good, yes. Smell, taste, feel, all bloods, food bloods, good, good, bite, yes. Now play, go, wave, shallow, warm place, glide, swim, easy, so fast. Tail, body, fin, swish, waft, water, shh. Sharp eye, bright up, dark down, glimmer. Sand, reef, rise, littles, flee, flash. Tiny hidings, tiny, snurf. Go sea top, water stop place, long shadow stop, not seal, not turtle, not floatboard, not hard cold thing, big bait down, line hang under long shadow, monkey in thing, monkey odd swim, monkey in funny taste skin, weak flap flims, monkey bubble face, silly giggle, snurf, glide, circle, silent, monkey pray fear smell taste, monkey turn, shiny round face, wide stare, me sharp lunge, bang, fang, bend, hard cold thing with big me, bend, shake, bang, snap, snurf, I think I'm close. Monkey bubble face, fast, pray jump, monkey vent, yellow water, snurf. So yeah, back in the day, if you liked like special sex toys at home, you had to go in like newspaper little advert things, cut them out and send off for surgical appliances, and everything was very underground and all sorts of things. But now everything has gone fetish. Everything is out there. This is what conservatives think hell is. So everything has gone fet. Beauty parlours and spas offer microblading, lashes and facials. There's branding and binding at the print shop, and even estate agents offer advice on chains. Don't get me started on Candy Crush, smashing my salty canyon, pounding my pudding pagoda and battering my butterscotch boulders. At the garage, a menu offers suspension and a bronze wash from their oily dungeon of hoisting gear and high-pressure hoses, all brazenly on show at street level. The takeaway pizza place over the road openly advertises Hot Mamma Mia and the meaty one. And service industries everywhere provide extras as standard. I'm not sure about sprinkles, but I reckon happy massage is totally legit. Chickens crossing the road, haiku, they overlap occasionally. Coop, destroyed by cocks. We flee, risk traffic with chicks, seeking a new home. Sadness. I know, right? So it is possible to write a poem based solely around the names of furrow and ball paint colours for the most kind of Dadaist, middle class bit of poetry you can find. So I wrote this based on exactly one of those, and it's called Where Banksy Walks, Gentrifiers Follow. Sharpies artfully scrawl Pharaoh and bulls on the walls of Chiswick Waitrose toilet stalls. Selected from a range of tasteful shades, each neat graffito recalls delightful rectories, the shipping forecast, the Bloomsbury Group. Mobile numbers come with text that exalts the reader to call Binty now for hot intellectual Bronte chat time on the premium rate Empire line. Hello, I think Bromwell's contribution to Victorian literature has been significantly underappreciated. Ooh, you naughty boy. Not so much matched as curated, colour combos contrast and enhance the post-colonial experience. Subcontinental aubergine juxtaposed with mango-rich cow piss and the breath of elephants, while East India indigo irrigates white man financial districts where sandstone structures sprout and grow, where she-fond ladies wield ironwork combs and pale powder brushes in their twilight boudoirs, and artisans handle yellow cake like it's uranium. In the pavilion over the road, fellows of Cambridge St John's sport blazers red as musket ranks, kick back, kick off their opiated babooshes in the Regency drawing rooms of the aristocracy. Their undercoats are woven from the finest spider silk and faux bucolic fictions. Romany wagons brightly traversing fens and rolling chalk with no hint of othering. Tanneries remembered fondly, forgetting all the out-of-townly stink. Smell the vicarious pride in other people's craftsmanship. Stones, skip and pity-pat tallow tapers illuminate half Morocco libraries, imperiling parchment with a spill of flame locks. Fueled by lattes, ristretti, amaretti on the side, shishi tablets snap the chicly handmade oeuvre, uploading all with gallery hashtags and suggested pairings, feng shui consultancy on the fly, likes, hive and pollinate, FOMO spores, commissions blossom. Thank you. Haiku. Old joke pressures me to walk for lols. Head says cockadoodle don't. So postmodernism and sport. They don't often overlap, but this is a postmodern pentathlon. Competitors may use any location they wish, as this by definition then becomes a valid venue. Il n'y a pas de stade. They may also outsource the actual process of competing to assistants. Competitors proceed through the events in any order they choose. These are as follows, but neither order nor hierarchy is implied. 1. 5,000 metres deconstruction. Don't be surprised if the track splits, heads off in unexpected directions, or simply stops. Blame Derrida. 2. Pluralism, mixed doubles. 3. Synchronised irony, individual. 4. Beach moral relativism. Avoid camera angles that linger on your grand narratives. 5. There is no objective reality. Language is oppression. Discuss. If the fiveness of events is deemed to limit discourse and thus to be an outmoded constraint hindering critical investigation, events may be added or not as appropriate or not. Nobody is qualified to judge. There are no medals or podia as categorisation is rejected. In any case, as totality cannot be achieved, events never reach an endpoint, and as signposts are interchangeable, rendering navigation impossible even in principle, no one will be there. Still we compete. Thank you. It's scary. Then she remembers she's a feathered dinosaur. Right, so Nazis. Nazis and Bukake as another Venn overlap you've all been waiting for. Yeah, this is called Nazi Bukake. Cardboard cups trace beautiful trajectories from hand to git, lactosing the intolerant. Each perfect arc an act of pasteurised resistance. Each hit a splash that drips sweet milk from haters' tight-pursed cat's arse lips. Makes spunky runnels down lapels to pull around jackboots. It's fair to say they're keen to dish it out but do not like it up and not any flavour. Caramel, vanilla, ridicule, whether drawn from cow or soy or nut. Who knew that this would be their kryptonite, sending fascists scuttling to hide inside their bus in a shrubbery, behind police lines and hired thugs as usual. Every one of them boo-hoos, blubs, violence, oh terror, yes chicken fash, how loud you cluck and quiver at the sight of liquid dairy products being sucked. So go on far right, go get to fuck, and when you get there, fuck off more. With harder, heavier things to chuck for you a zombie land, and every single one of us is gunning for high score. Thank you. Do of course remember that the best flavour of milkshake for throwing at a Nazi is brick. So capitalism. It will take any aspect of your identity and make money out of it if you can, which is why during sort of Pride time, supermarkets sell rainbow-themed sandwiches. This is a poem based on a photo a friend of mine posted up of them with a big rainbow sandwich from Marks and Spencer's that was out of date. And it's called LGBT Sarnie, was £3, now 30p. Oh, sapphic sandwich, how I long to peel back your rainbow packaging, ease you out and lick the guac from twixt the B and L and T, rearranged by Pride Month supermarketeers, to get my lips, my mouth, around your gently parted rashers. Taste their pink flush tongue, your sticky slices, moisten, sweet tart, juicy red. Indulge in a little M&S, yes. I'm ready to chow down. That discount, you're worth so much more. Best before, you're best right now. Eternal striving for something better leads to existential angst. Existential angst.
Thank you, that makes it feel much better. Oh, more, how much more? Not much more, but some.
So, if you menstruate, you will know that in large... don't bath, Beck. In large, like, chemists and pharmacies, they have an entire aisle of products that are there because otherwise, I don't know, disaster, fungus, I'm not sure. I don't have a whole feminine hygiene aisle of things you don't need, but which they will try and take money from you for because capitalism. Now, if men had an equivalent male intimate hygiene aisle, let's think about how that might be marketed. They probably only need to look at razor ads for this, really. But this is called male intimate hygiene aisle. Man parts a little too musky after a hard day hunting mammoth or being manly in the photocopier room? Well, feel wrong in the dong no longer and say shlong pong begone with Prong Fresh 3000 Power Plus Max, brought to you by the makers of Cockadoodle Douche. And if you're furred up feeling like King Kong in your chap thong, why not go snookerball smooth with Pocket Billiards' new artisan knacker wax. Choose from a range of so masculine it hurts fragrances, including Glacier, Cold Steel, Yeti's Fist and Crag. Or maybe you're a topiary or the tonsure kind of guy, then treat your nut bush to the limit with a dash of Pew Bloob styling mousse, mohawk, pork. But whatever flicks your bean, remember manly men don't rely on mere soap and nature to fend off angst. So no, if you're more alpha than alfalfa, put product in your pants and keep that tool smelling cool. Thank you. Yeah, there's several minutes left yet, you lucky people. I'm going to do a sensible one for now. This is like what I imagine my poetry books do on the shelf when I'm asleep, but it's just called Shelf Life. A thick black slab of Bukowski scowls down at more sentimental offerings, hawks and spits a wad of might-be Tom Waits lyrics, tales of half-remembered hookers, Cadillacs, cigarettes he'll take with him to the grave. Under his gaze, sonnets weep and quail, fornicators tip lovers from their lofty balconies, oh woe, and rut in yellowed hotel rooms paid for by the hour. This is bourbon, tar and spasmed grunts, pink neon strip lights, handguns. The only roses here are bought from late-night petrol station forecourts by uninvited mourners after the funeral is done. You know the one. It's raining and a solitary figure silhouetted drops a bloom while cliches jostle for attention. Stag and crow look on, fly makes merry on the midden, fucks on fox shit while wishing for a corpse. Pages are marked by coffee rings and bus tickets. Margins collect jazz club biro criticism. Justified, authentic, over heavy on the stylings. Corners curl, but never are they folded. Spines break with age and use. Olds, Duffy, Angelou, tell him where to go. Tempest and McNish put the boot in. Sveteva opens her coat, you show the word poet. Tattooed is Cyrillic script, hip to hip, below her navel. Think you're gritty, do you? Snarls the muse of weeping. Charles starts to quip, but thinking better of it, grabs his Mac and exits. Gap closes. Thank you. I might have peaked too early with the male intimate hygiene aisle.
Yeah.
I've got another one.
Anymore.
Will I do that? No, right, okay. I seem to be plumbing some stuff about toxic masculinity, so why not roll with it? This is a bit of observational from a bloke who was like, he had taken so many steroids, so many steroids last summer, walking through the centre of town, so I wrote a poem about him. I'm sure he'd be very proud. This is called This Is Not the Masculinity You Are Looking For. Humongous man, so irate, grrr, red in the face, swaggers bandy through the pedestrianised centre of town, daring all around to impede his mighty progress with their shopping bags. Grrr, such big, so fury, swap, not stop. As he stomps, he rocks from side to side, almost as much as forwards. Reminds me of Rocky, not Stallone, but the plastic strongman from Toy Story. Muscle metronome with switch to lift and grunt. Here, protein supplements, the Atlas Prolapse pump. Dripping oil, glossy as the cover of Flex magazine, his passing through is lit by actual real sunlight that falls upon crap tats, arranged with bad feng shui across uniformly thermidored expanse. Huge canvas, vast acreage of skin. One says John L. in swirling copper plate, another is a dodgy tiger and some koi, raw, bloop. Below, satin shiny Everlast shorts, tied super tight sub-paunch, new tan work boots, fashion time, not bricklay, complete the ensemble. Shirts off while the summer's out, then a twin nipple droop of long-term steroid abuse rather detracts from the pecs. This almost might explain the rage. His body is a temple where throbs an angry vein. Thank you. We've got 5 minutes or so, a couple more poems. Oh, let's be a bit, I don't know, alliterative. This is actually called this because I'm some sort of poetic suits, and it's all S, and it's all about the sea. Spring, stream flow, stone steps, spill, salmon smolt, silt, salty sand spit, swash, sprat, sardine, smelt, shad, shoal, silver scale, sparkle, shine, swim, sand eels, sinuous, shrimp, skitter, scallops, slurp, sludge, storm surge, strandline, shells, seaweed, string, seagulls squawk, scavenge sandwiches, shit. Sandpipers stab sediment seeking sustenance. Surprised sandhoppers scatter sharpish. Sproing. Stilt stalk shallow shoreline. Seahorse stallions sachet. Submerged seagrass sways sunlit. Squirts. Sponges spawn spat. Settle sunken skiffs. Stay sedentary. Slipway slides. Ship. Stevedores, stack stuff, ships, ship stuff, speedboat surf, splashes, scullers, stroke, splosh, swear. Submarine sails silent, surface secretly sand cyanide soundings, shh. Skyline stacks smoke, sometimes steam, sulphur spreads, scrapyard strata, steel struts, sewage, suffocation. So from a poem that's almost impossible to pronounce. Oh, any Lord of the Rings fans?
Yay.
How would you like a summary using only one vowel? Would you like that? Okay, so I've rewritten a short version of Lord of the Rings, and the only vowel I've allowed myself is the letter O. I think you'll find it illuminating, and it's called John T's Book Now Short. Frodo, son of Drogo, son of Fosco, holds gold O solo. Loot old boy got from grotto, now worn on called. Howls go on, non-stop. Too strong to hold off for long, so short boy, stow footcomb, don hood, go forth to Mordor to stop world doom. Do, go to Loco Bronco, look for top sword honcho of North. Don't show off. Do swap rooms, don't pop on both boss polo. All looks for Lord of Loops and Gorgoroth Promontory. Lots of orcs scowl monobrows. 2-ton trolls growl for blood. Stomp, stomp, boom. Worst, court of goth ghost tosspots on hoof. Gross. So, shh, no songs or lols. Go to Goldwood to form brohood of loop. Woodmoot, whom's slow-mo, not Groot. Logs not fond of orcs who chop or Molotov. Brook floods horrorworks, ho ho ho. From forts, horns blown, posh Spock shoots longbow top notch. Most Spocks sod off from docks to go, who knows? Low grown stock, not Scott, chops orcs. Wormgob's words control crown. Took now works for Gondor. Loco Toff lobs son to cook. Oops. Cohort of spook troops flow from tomb. Now, long cold slog for Frodo, Oppo, who follow no good store-born loot-lawn fall cross moors of gloom, fog. No owls, no blooms, nout. Don't look down, for ghosts woo from pools to drown noobs. Yomp to hot drop, splot, plop, gloop. Woohoo! Morgoth sort, boo-hoos, throws toys from cot. Now, borrow condor or sort of mojo god to scoot pronto from scorch, soon flown to town of Cool Hollows. Good food, top job. So, I don't know about you, but when I was young, I was promised that the future would have hover cars. I would have a hover car, and I would be able to hover about in my hover car, here and there, all silent and swish-like. There are no hover cars, and I feel cheated. But if there were hover cars, there would be hover car boot sales. And you would find at such things these objects, and this is called hover car boot sale inventory. One stuffed xenomorph, a rare example of extreme taxidermy, perfectly safe, definitely dead. 6 identicals, black suits, soiled. 1 rack with vials of spice, Harkonnen Special Reserve. Half a nanogram of unobtainium. Key to a TARDIS that has and or hasn't had, will and or won't have and or would like to meet, have once met upon a lifetime one careful owner. TARDIS not included, purchaser must provide own companions. Rebel plans assaulted. Christine Kachansky's phone number. The plots of the later Matrix and Terminator movies previously believed lost. Event Horizon's video diary. Viewer discretion advised. 1 Wild Stallions limited edition box set signed by the band. Evil Robot Us's, Princesses, Rufus and Death. Complete with commemorative air guitar. Like totally non-bogus. 1 Donald Trump Memorial Satsuma. Bruised. 1 bag of assorted Borg implants. You will be interested. Haggling is futile. 1 brass and ebony puzzle box. Unsolved. Maybe this is your pleasure. 2 small formaldehyde tanks, each with half a pickled Yoda. Damien Hirst it was. Bastard. 1 original Emmett Brown flux capacitor. Low timage, may need attention. Works by pressing. Original Emmett Brown flux capacitor. Low. Average. 1 Zuft xenomorph. A rare example of extreme taxidermy. Thank you and goodbye.